I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired. 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves, look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play money, mix around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed on her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going jewelry.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run on first down. Hardy, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Allen flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. On first down, it's Hardy, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Hardy, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Hardy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, Allen. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And the Browns are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns on one play have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ryan's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's brought down. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 8. Now Ryan. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
From the 44. Allen eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Hardy, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Allen going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Allen to Michelle on the screen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Play action, Ryan. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They go play action now. Ryan forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a give here to Pollard. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Jacobs is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
To throw for it is Ryan. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Allen's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Michelle will have the first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Second and 10.
Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Hardy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hardy. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Hardy. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Being chased out. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Allen off the play fake. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Out quickly to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Allen. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for two here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Amuakin.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
8 yards to go on second down.
Play action. It's Ryan. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hardy. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls.